Who knows? This might be a 75-minute podcast. It doesn't matter.
Relax for a minute.
Hi, man. What's up, bro? You're breathing hot. You're breathing heavy. It's been a long week.
We finally made the 80s.
We made the 80s.
This is the only other 80s we'll ever see.
Don't talk to me like that.
Is episodes 80 to 89, because you're never going to see 2000.
I'm going to make my 80s. I'm going to make it to my 80s. I will. You won't. I will. I'll make the 80s. I know that.
I don't know.
I won't make the 80s. I'll make my 80s. Anyway, enough about the death of us two. Classic Blend number 80 is what we're talking about. This is the podcast version. This is what we're talking. We're relaxed. We're
loose, as we say.
We're as loose as a goose can be. His shirt is crooked. I'm stained golden. Yeah, look, we had some things this week. This week was a special week for us, right? Because not only did we hit 80, we did a weird thing where we didn't pick our properties randomly beforehand. We did it on the show. We did it each episode. He picked mine. I picked his right here. Boom. We researched very quickly, read synopsises, whatever. And then we made something. Now, let me ask you this before we get into the gritty nitty. Was it successful? Did it work?
I think it worked a little bit well. We had a little hang up on the game research. But aside from that, I think it went pretty well.
Well, yeah.
I don't know if it went well because, first of all, movies, okay. We had The Slugger's Wife and Southern Comfort, okay?
Right.
2 movies. Now, it doesn't take much to research a movie because you can just look up a synopsis real quick, right?
Correct.
Look it up, synopsis. You can see who starred in it, what year it was made, who directed it, premise, right?
Right.
Benson, first of all, we had a lot of repeats in a couple of
we had 4
repeats.
Next
episodes.
It's interesting because we had 4 repeats in a show where everything is randomly generated for us. 4 repeats.
We get an awful lot of repeats in general.
But to have 4 repeats in a show where we don't actually pick for ourselves.
Yeah, but that's
I think
the thing
is very interesting.
It's interesting because we already knew a lot of the details about these things. So because of the rapid fire nature of the show and the quick kind of selection and limited research window, it benefited us.
Yeah.
Because we have had Entertech, the Goonies.
Yeah,
Benson,
I mean, that's a good point. That is actually a good point.
And Fast Eddie.
It did help. It did help.
It helped. So to say, if we got a whole episode
of all brand new stuff,
or a whole week's worth, series worth of just random things that we've never had before, then it might have been a little bit more.
Unless it's a property that we did already know.
Right.
Not necessarily that we had
like
gotten.
If we would have gotten Star Wars or something like that.
Right,
but I know that.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is I don't know how accurate our...
Look, we tried something a little different. I think it was okay. I think it was all right. I think the game was rough because... Well, it just was. It was just
the game was a little rough.
Sometimes you get a little. Sometimes you
just have to have a starting
point,
and we really didn't have a starting point on this one. So
anyway, you mentioned it, Southern Comfort and the Slugger's Wife. I remember the Slugger's Wife. For me, it was always one of those movies where it's like, I'm not watching this movie.
I don't remember it.
I don't want to see this movie.
I don't remember.
I don't remember it. I just remember of it, I guess.
Yeah.
We had. Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to go back and I want to read. So we stream this live, if you didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
If you're listening to this, or you're watching this on the tube, we stream this live every Monday night. And we have people watching us and hanging out with us. And we had gotten we had gotten a new synopsis for our movie. So our movie was the fact that the main character from Slugger's Wife got bumped down to the minor leagues, went to Louisiana. His wife left him from the original movie. From Slugger's Wife, went down to Louisiana where these Cajun people hunt people, and he got involved in that. And
that was from from Southern Comfort.
Right. Southern Comfort had the Cajun people were hunting National Guard people. That was the first movie. So we combined those two like that. However, I want to read, the Spaz has a better synopsis for a new movie, and that is the Braves plane crashes in Louisiana, which means he doesn't get bumped down. He's still on the Braves, and they get hunted and killed by one by one until the wife comes in and helps the last remaining player get his mojo back, and he ends up killing all the hunters with her by his side. I like that better.
Yeah.
That's a good 80s flick. So I want to retcon to that. We're still going to call it Southern Slugger.
Okay.
And we're just going to retcon to that.
Okay.
Is that cool with you?
Yeah, that's good. Synopsis, good idea on
good
that
stuff. So back in... now, going into TV, we never had TJ Hooker. Did we? No, we never had TJ Hooker. I feel like we talked about it a lot, though.
We might have.
Was that just a personal conversation you and I had? We did have we did have Benson previously.
Yeah.
Now, here's the other funny thing. The last special episode we did was number 20.
Okay.
Where we said we're going to randomly choose one property, and then we're going to randomly choose another genre to put it in.
Yes.
Another medium.
Correct.
So if it was a movie, it may become a cartoon or a video game or whatever. The category chosen was TV, randomly. The random property was Benson, and the random property we turned it into was a cartoon. So we turned Benson, the TV show, into a cartoon. That was episode 20.
Called Lil Benson.
Lil Benson. Great cartoon. I enjoyed that. That's a classic 80s cartoon that we made.
And it was it was on the spot as well, right?
Yeah, it was good.
It was kind of crazy. So the two on the spot episodes we've done, 20 and 80, pretty far apart.
Pretty far apart.
That's
Some would even say 60 episodes apart.
Which is 60 weeks apart.
Oh, yeah. It's interesting how maths
right.
work. So I just thought it was funny that we got it again in our special episode.
Yeah.
So
it is kind of crazy that it lined up that way.
Here's the fun part about this. This is kind of fun because TJ Hooker becomes... So Benson's the head of the household for a governor, right?
Yeah, something like that.
And he hires TJ Hooker to be the head of security?
Well, the governor does, yes.
Well, whatever. I'm just saying. Well, it could be... Listen, the Benson is head of household. Why wouldn't he?
He's head of household, not head of...
Oh, see, when I hear head of household, I feel like he's all the household affairs. So he hires and fires maids. He, hires the gardeners and handles all that stuff.
The household, but not that's the house stuff, not the work
whatever.
stuff.
The point is, TJ Hooker becomes the head of security for the household for the governor or whatever, but he can't stop cleaning up the streets, which is what we called this. TJ Hooker has a partner, not a partner per se, but Heather Locklear's in TJ Hooker, and she plays Stacy. Yeah. I forget her last name now, but anyway, she plays a girl named Stacy.
But Stacy drives to where Benson lives and Gatling lives, Governor Gatling or whatever.
And so TJ Hooker takes Benson out on his little night raids to clean up the streets. So we call it cleaning up the streets with TJ Hooker and Benson because of Stacy. Now that, Kenny, is a throwback to a show, a cartoon we created called
The Adventures of Roo Bear.
The Adventures of Roo Bear and the Little Prince because of Space Bird.
Yes.
Yeah, which is one of my absolute favorite titles that we've ever come up with. And now we have this. Yes. Still not as good as Space Bird, but
correct. And to back it up to movies again, RancidVomit made a great comment at the end of the movie Southern Slugger.
Oh yeah.
He, I forget the dude's name from.
O'Keefe or whatever the guy's name.
Well, that's the actor's name,
right? Yeah, Daryl.
So
at the end of the movie, Daryl.
Yeah, Daryl hits one of the Cajuns with a bat and says,
"Now that's a home run."
There you go. That's a home run, and then the credits roll.
Yeah, it's good.
That's a good one.
So we got all of us together. We created that movie. That's pretty good. Thank you.
Thank you for.
Moving on to toys. 2, Kenny. Count them. 1, 2, not 3, not 5, not 1. But 2. Sorry, that writing is very distracting to me.
Well, I just said it because I was done writing. Now, I was done writing when you said it.
I know, but I was just telling you it was.
I understand that, but now I want to write more.
So go ahead.
Nope. I'm not going to appease you. Go.
Now you're appeasing me by doing something I don't want you to do? Oh my God! You see what I have to deal with, people. You see what I have to deal with.
Let's move. Entertech.
We got 2 titles that we had already.
Yes.
What do you think about that, Ken?
In toys of episode 80 of your classic blend, Chris.
Goonies, the board game, and Entertech.
Yes, we both.
The water guns. Yeah.
Did you have a Goonies board game that time, or did I?
You did.
That's right. You had Stupid Alfie, didn't you?
I had Alfie. Yeah.
So these were two properties that I had.
No, I had Entertech.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I had Entertech.
What did I have?
Entertech, we did. Oh my god! I know I had Entertech because I
They
wrote
were like
it down.
accoutrements that we put on the guns. Remember?
Was it lock keepers?
Oh, that's right.
Is that
Keepers.
Keepers. You had with
Keepers.
Entertech, I think.
Yeah.
Those
So you had
stupid little
Entertech.
toys. I
had
that's what I
had
said.
Keepers.
Oh, the guns themselves had little compartments.
Yeah,
that we
we
could
put
put stuff
little
in.
compartments.
Yeah. God, we're dumb.
made some
Anyway,
cool toys,
yeah, we
man.
did. No, that was pretty cool. So this was a cool toy because this was Entertech. We called it the Goonies Data's Booby Traps by Entertech
Yes.
because of LJN.
It's not data, it's data.
Data. I know. I corrected it, man.
I know. I heard you saying
I
it.
read it. It said Data, and oddly enough, I thought Data East. That's what I think.
It's Data
man.
East.
Is it when you see certain words, are there things like that you think back to, like similar to that? Like you're like, oh yeah, that's like this thing, and it's like something like from a toy or an old movie or something.
Like what?
Like I just saw the word, data,
Yeah.
and I thought of
Data East?
Data East.
Oh.
Like I pictured Data East in my head. You ever do that before? No, you're just not creative. Okay, sure. So anyway, that's what we did. Here's the funny part. I wrote down no time codes for this, people, which means that when I go to edit these, I have to scrub through the whole video to find out when we did this, like when each of these were revealed. That's a little behind the scenes. This is a podcast,
for
dude.
the podcast?
For all of them. I wrote down the toys, and that's it. And I'm not even sure about those. So I have to go through all these videos, and I need to, cut through them and be like,
Why?
oh,
What
this
does
is
it
when
matter?
we said this. Because I put the graphics up, man.
What graphics?
You're making me graphics, man. Come on.
Graphics for the podcast?
No, for the videos. You all right, man? You're...
Oh, you didn't write time codes for any of the
Yeah. Anyway, moving on to the games. Let's end this on the game section, guys.
Stinger.
For Nintendo. I'm telling you, man.
You said the word guys. I'm marking you.
I'm telling you, man, that game Stinger, it just sounds like a cool game.
I know. Stinger sounds really cool.
And you play it, and it's just, you're this
you ever
bubble
get those
plane.
little Stinger, cracker cookie things? They're like honey stingers or something like that. It looks like a little beehive and you eat it. No? They sell them in the stores, man. They come in a little gold package with bees on them or something.
Maybe I've seen it. I don't know. I probably
Stinger.
have. I've probably eaten all that
You get it
crap.
because of the
Yeah, I get it.
bees.
No, I get it. Because of the honeybees. I get it. Anyway, I got Fast Eddie again. I got that last time.
Not last time.
No,
Some
the
other
last
time.
time I got it. I got it the last time I got it.
Well, Stinger was new for us.
Stinger was brand new.
We get a lot of Konami games.
Say it again?
We get a lot of Konami games.
Konami? Got a lot of Konami games.
You know what I mean?
Listen, when you get a lot of Konami games on this show. So, yeah, look, we're sorry, guys.
We get a lot. We get a lot of Konami games.
Konami made a lot of games in the 80s.
Boot Camp.
Yeah, that's true. That was
Black
recent.
Panther.
Black Panther. Track and Field. We had Track and Field 2.
We had Track and Field 2. We also had Castlevania.
Castle 2, we had a lot, dude.
Haunted Castle,
Oh, yeah.
1942.
Yeah.
It was Capcom. Tricked you.
You did. You tricked me. Anyway, yeah, so we made a game. Dude, what did we... Oh, what was the... We retcon. We're going to retcon the title of this. So we called it Lazy Twin Bee, where we took the character of Fast Eddie and, I don't know, man, we put him in the plane.
Oh.
We're going to retcon it.
What? Somebody came up with a better name?
Yeah, Rancid came up with Fasterest Twin Sting. I'm good with that.
Fasterest Twin Sting.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna change it to that.
Fasterest
I wrote Fester. That's
Twin
Fasterest
Sting.
Twin Sting. Spelled that completely wrong.
And you're gonna
Beautiful.
get 88.6. Yeah, because you're totally getting credit for that RancidVomit.
Yeah. So
Thanks.
good
So
stuff.
look out for your name on social media. If you want us to link to any profiles, let us know.
Right. So, Ken, it's like sometimes you say words, and sometimes I say words, and space stars. Oh, can I tell you? This is going back previous episode. I forgot to mention this in the podcast for the previous episode, so I'm bringing it up now. I looked for an image for space stars to show you, right?
Yeah.
And I typed in space stars, and what do you think came up? What images do you think came up? Stars. Just
Star.
pages and pages of stars, and I was like, like I don't know.
But there's some idiot. There's people who aggregate this stuff at Google going, dude, look at this idiot. He could have just typed in stars. Instead, he types in space stars. Like there are any other kind.
Yeah, like
you know what I mean? Ocean stars. You know what I mean?
But there are ocean stars, so they would be.
Well, starfish?
Yeah. If I typed in, I'm going to type in ocean star right now. Let's see what comes up. I want to see what comes up.
What about mountain stars?
I'll put that in mountain stars. Yeah. If you type in mountain stars,
Twitch?
come up on Twitch. Ocean star. Let's see what it comes up. I have to go to images. We're on Bing, by the way. It's a boat. A boat.
It looks like
and
the
starfish
boat.
with it. Oh, and apparently a watch.
Oh, nice.
Apparently a watch.
You got so Chris looks up ocean stars.
So when you look up ocean stars, you get
boats, watches, and some starfish.
And some starfish. So yeah. And you wanted me to put in mountain stars? Is mountain stars still in chat? Yeah.
Well, I was just saying space stars. You go in there and you look at space stars, and obviously, what are you gonna get? It's like saying ocean fish.
That's why, like, it didn't. But it didn't occur to me because I was like,
it's kind of funny. Like, why am I getting this?
Yeah, and mountain stars. You put in mountain stars, and you just get stars with mountains in the foreground or background. So, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Did everybody have fun? I hope you enjoyed 2 episodes of random, weird, not rapid fire, but more spontaneous episode.
Here's the thing: when as I forget it.
What?
I forget it. I was gonna say, as you get more tired, you have to gotta keep it going. You gotta keep it going.
Snaps,
you know.
Dude. I hate your snaps.
Yeah? No,
I
well, it
hate
happens,
them so
man.
much.
Why don't you write on the paper some more? And I'll do some snapping. If you write, I'm snapping. That's good. What are you writing? I hate your snapping so much that I want to punch it. Do you normally dot your eyes? Yeah. No, don't look down at what you just wrote.
Well, yes.
I'm saying normally.
Why would I not?
Normally, let me see.
Yes, because then it looks like a little L. I'm not an idiot. What, you don't?
It looks like a little L. Do you dot your I's as you're writing it or after the fact?
As I'm writing it.
Really? Right? No, you can't do it now.
I'm going to do it. I'll do it normal. Tell me.
Right? This is it. Nah, I think you're doing it because because you're doing it now.
That's exactly how I write, dude. Why would I write?
The Noid approves your show. Good show. Better,
I can't even do it. I'm gonna go back and do that. That's stupid. My pen's already there. I'm gonna put the I on it as I draw the line. Okay. Why am I gonna go to the end of the thing and then go back and dot everything?
I'm just asking. I don't know. I was just asking you whether you do or don't.
Is that the Noid?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Remember the Noid? The Noid is... Can we get the Noid for something?
Is that the Noid? Like literal Noid from Domino's?
Yeah, maybe. It's pretty good.
The Noid.
Anyway, I'll put this
Thanks, Noid. You have a sponsor.
We love you, Noid.
All right, so that's it for the week. We're going to be back next week. Remember, new video every day. There's a new one going up tomorrow. 78 TV, correct?
Yes.
78 TVs going up, fully edited tomorrow. Yeah. If you want to check it out. On YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yes. And guess who's the table's gonna get thrown at?
Kenny, do you want to play some more NBA Jam?
I will throw a table at you, Jerry Springer style.
My God, man. Come on, let's end the show. I'm gonna cut some of this out. Let's end the show.
Well, this is just a podcast, so
I'm cutting it out.
Well,
all right.
I don't think we need to be more official about.
Yeah, but you were talking about a day. This is Friday. This comes out, and you're talking about the next episode.
I'm telling people who are watching.
Yeah, but it's a podcast. Just go.
Chris
go.
Gets
End
so
the show.
Mad.
End the show.
Thanks for listening to us. Thanks for watching us, and thanks for experiencing our conversation
Right.
with us. Tell Chris to stay golden.
Stay golden. Stay golden, pony boy. Write that down, man. I'm going to put that in my phone.
Oh, you want...
I'm going to put that in my phone. That's a good saying to put on the board, bro. Stay golden, pony boy. Write it down somewhere.
You write it down. You got to make a list.
Fine, I will.
Well, write it down now.
No.
You're going to forget.
No, I want to finish the show.
Fine.
Guys, so did you tell them about 80s, bro? Guys, did you tell them about 80s show? Come on.
This is the podcast. It's
Come on,
completely different.
do it. No, you tell them about it.
Hey, watch her other stuff. Like, come
There you
on.
go.
You guys aren't idiots. You know what I'm
This is
saying?
someone's first thing to listen to.
They're not idiots either, man.
I know that, but they don't know about the things we have.
They can
Do
look.
they?
I'm sure they see it. It's not a big deal.
Wow, flipping the tables on me.
Yes, Jerry Springer style.
Figuratively.
See you, Rancid.
The
Have a good night,
Outsiders, yeah.
sign-in.
Yeah.
Spaz, take
Good night,
care.
everybody. We appreciate
The
you watching.
Outsiders.
So let me finish ending the show, guys. If you want to get to us on any of the social medias, go to @RetroSquat. We have videos up every single day of the week. Go check those out, guys, and that way you can, you can see what we do, guys. So there you go. If you don't know, I'm saying the word "guy," so he just put more tally marks on his stupid paper. You missed one. Way to go, guy. That isn't one, guy. Oh.
You're going to get 80 smacks.
Start
80
an
smacks
80
from me.
smacks. Sugar smacks?
You can get 80 smacks from me.
I'm going to get 80 sugar smacks
In
from Kenny.
80
Yeah.
fractions of a second.
80 fractions. Well, it's a little too slow right there.
Bye.
Thank you. Love you. Bye.